Dear students, now we are going to start chapter number 2, acid, base and salts in chemistry. In our daily life, we are come into contact with many chemicals. They are compounds like acids, base and salts. In our lower standards, we also studied uh, the characteristics or properties of acid, base and salts. In this way, we know that acids, the characteristics or properties of acids are sour in taste, turns wet blue litmus paper into red, give salt and water with base by reaction, give hydrogen gas by reacting with metals. So they are the basic characteristics of acids. And the basic characteristics of bases are they are bitter in taste, turns wet red litmus paper into blue, give salt and water by reacting with acids. These points are difference of between acids and base also. So how acid and bases are identified? So, so this is done by the indicator. The indicator are such solutions which changes its color in the presence of an acid and a base is called indicators. The indicators are such chemicals, they change color with acid or base. It also identify the chemical reactions going on or not. So there are several types of indicators. First one, synthetic indicators, methyl orange. Uh, it is orange in color. Phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein is liquid and colorless liquid. Whereas natural indicators, litmus solutions, turmeric extract of red cabbage, colored petals of hydrangea, petunia and geranium. They are flowers. So by crushing the petals of these flowers, we obtain a liquid. It also used as a litmus solution. We also using litmus solution by extracted from lichen. It is purple color dye. A plant belongs to class Thallophyta. We already learned in standard 9 that Thallophyta, Pteridophyta. So this is the class in Thallophyta. Lichen is the combined life form of fungus and bacteria. Sorry, fungus and algae. And the third indicator is olfactory indicators. It's vanilla, onion, and clove. They are vanilla essence, onion, and clove oil, or they changes its smell in the presence of acid or base. The olfactory indicators, we are identify acid or base by smelling. Now, so litmus solution is a purple dye which is extracted from lichen, a plant belonging to division Thallophyta, and is commonly used as an indicator. When the litmus solution is neither acidic or basic, its color is purple. There are many other natural materials like red cabbage leaves, turmeric, colored petals of some flowers such as hydrangea, petunia, and geranium, which indicate the presence of acid or base in a solutions. These are called acid-base indicators or sometimes simply indicators. So they are the indicators. Now we have a question, simple one question. So we have three test tube and one of them contains distilled water and the other two contain acidic solution and a basic solution respectively. If you are given only red litmus paper, in distilled water, the litmus paper, the color of litmus paper can't be changed. But if you have a red litmus paper, then red litmus paper turns blue in basic solution. But in acidic solution, it can't change. Its color can't be changed. If the color is not changed, it is acid. And if the color is changed, it is red to blue. So it is base. And again, blue litmus paper pour into acidic solution, it turns back to red. So we can identify that the red and by the litmus color of litmus paper, we identified the acid or base. Now activity 2.1. So we have activity 2.1. So collect the following samples. So there are several samples of acid and base. The sulfuric acid, nitric acid and acetic acid and hydrochloric acid. These four are acids and sodium hydroxide. In a base, the hydroxide is the suffix. Sodium hydroxide, the suffix of sodium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide, suffix of calcium, the calcium hydroxide. In short, in a basic solution, hydroxide is necessary. Potassium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide and ammonium hydroxide, they are all bases. Now we observe color in red litmus solution, blue litmus solution, phenolphthalein solution and methyl orange solution. So commonly in this activity, the solution of acid HCl, H2SO4, HNO3 and COOH, CH3COO, this is acetic acid. They give red color to blue litmus solution. If 2 drops are poured into acid, blue litmus solution, it turns to red. With red litmus solution, there will be no change. With phenolphthalein solution, acid is colorless. And with methyl orange solutions, they give red color. So acid gives red color in methyl orange. The solution of base is NaOH, KOH, CaOH twice, MgOH twice and NH4OH. So with red litmus solution, they give blue color. With blue litmus solution, no color change. With phenolphthalein solution, they give pink color. And with methyl orange, they give yellow color. So these are the color change with acid or base. This is the activity. We have several activity in this chapter. In activity 2.2, take some finely chopped onion in the plastic bag along with the some study this activity. It will be done in your home too. The testing of acid and base using olfactory indicators like vanilla extract, onion and clove oil. We have onion and clove oil in our home. So we can do this activity in our home also. In acid, all of them unchanged regarding their smell. Vanilla extract, onion or clove oil. Acid with acid, they unchange their smell. But in bases, the smell is disappeared. With bases, vanilla extract, onion and clove oil does not give smell. Now activity 2.3. So here a diagram. So activity 2.3 is important with the diagram. In a test tube, we take zinc granules and keep it on keep it tied with the stand. And now one whole cork with the delivery tube. The second end of the delivery tube is in the keep in the soap solution. And now pour some hydrochloric acid, dilute hydrochloric acid, and close the cork. After some time, the bubbles are appeared from the zinc granules. The bubbles are of hydrogen gas. They collected in the test tube and delivered into soap solution and make bubbles. If ignited candle in come contact with this bubble, it's burning of hydrogen gas with a pop sound. So some explosion is heard because of the hydrogen gas is burning gas. It can burn. So we conclude that metal and acid gives hydrogen gas by the chemical reaction. So this is the zinc granules in our test tube. Hydrochloric acid is poured in the test tube. It is the metal salt, zinc chloride, and hydrogen gas is evolved. If we add uh, sulfuric acid in place of hydrochloric acid, it also give hydrogen gas and zinc sulfate as a salt. This hydrogen gas is passed through soap solution from form bubbles. When burning candle is brought near these bubbles, it bursts and it burns hydrogen gas with a bursting sound. The metal plus acid gives metal salt and hydrogen gas. It is the equation, and all the equations should be written with balancing. Now hydrogen gas is not evolved by the reaction of zinc metal with dilute HNO3. Nitric acid with nitric acid, uh, any metal cannot be evolved, do not give hydrogen gas. Why? Because nitric acid is a strong oxidizing agent. So evolved hydrogen gas gets oxidized to form hydrogen and not hydrogen gas. It gives water, H2O. So hydrogen gas is not evolved. Now activity 2.4. Zinc granules react with sodium hydroxide. Same activity but with base. So it gives a complex salt. The sodium, zinc both are metals, and this is non-metal. It is called a complex salt. Zinc and sodium hydroxide gives sodium zincate, and hydrogen gas is evolved. If uh, we take aluminum in place of zinc, we give sodium aluminate. We get sodium aluminate with hydrogen gas. Now metal, so the common reaction is metal with base gives complex salt and hydrogen gas. This is the common reaction. Metal which is more reactive than hydrogen will liberate hydrogen gas during with dilute acid, and less reactive metal then hydrogen does not liberate hydrogen not liberate. So this is the reactivity series. So potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminum, zinc, iron, tin, lead, hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver, gold, and platinum. So hydrogen is here. So before hydrogen, all the metals are the reactive metal than hydrogen. Potassium is most reactive metal, whereas platinum is least reactive metal. More reactive metal displaces hydrogen from the acid solution, but these metals, copper, mercury, does not displace hydrogen from the acid. Now activity 2.5. This is also with diagram. So here a test tube. There are two hole cork. In a one hole, the thistle fnel, and the other hole, the delivery tube. In a test tube, we have calcium carbonate, or simply called limestone, and the other end of the delivery tube is dipped into the calcium hydroxide solution. This is the calcium hydroxide solution, lime water. If we pour some dilute hydrochloric acid in calcium carbonate with calcium carbonate, the reaction will take place, and carbon dioxide is formed, and carbon dioxide is delivered to the calcium hydroxide solution, and make this solution in milky. Why? Because due to the reaction with calcium hydroxide and carbon dioxide, it gives calcium carbonate again, and calcium carbonate is white in color, so the solution is milky. Now what happened? The chemical reaction between sodium carbonate or sodium hydrogen carbonate with dilute hydrochloric acid, the carbon dioxide gas is evolved, which turns the calcium hydroxide solution milky in the second test tube. This is the reaction. The sodium carbonate plus hydrochloric acid gives NaCl. It is the salt of sodium. Then water and carbon dioxide are formed. We have sodium carbonate. It means this is the positive part, this is the negative part. In our very first lecture, the table of positive ion and negative ion we have discussed. Now here also plus and minus. When chemical reaction occurs, this plus is react with this minus, and this with this. Now sodium and chlorine gives sodium chloride, and H and CO, it gives water and carbon dioxide. Also with the same reactions taken place with sodium hydrogen carbonate. Sodium hydrogen carbonate, this is plus, this is minus, this is plus, this is minus. So Na with Cl and H, HCO3. So H and CO. So H2 and CO2. Here NaCl. After balancing, the chemical reaction will be written is Na2CO3 plus 2HCl plus 2NaCl, and this. Here is the balance equation, already balance equation. And this carbon dioxide goes to second test tube and react with calcium hydroxide to make calcium carbonate, which white particles in water. It is milky solution. This is milky solution, CaCO3, due to the formation of calcium carbonate. Limestone again. So our common equation is metal carbonate or metal hydrogen carbonate with acid gives metal salt, water and carbon dioxide gas. Let me see the chemical reaction of metal carbonate and metal hydrogen carbonate with another acid H2SO4. So these reactions are done with sulfuric acid. So it will Na2SO4, H2 and CO2, same thing, H2 and CO2. After balancing, the sodium hydrogen carbonate is 2NaHCO3, H2SO4, Na2SO4 thus. And similarly the reaction of calcium carbonate also, because it is the metal carbonate and CaHCO3 twice, it is metal hydrogen carbonate. with dilute acid. So the reaction is CaCl2, H2O and CO2. And calcium hydrogen carbonate, also CaCl2, H2O and CO2. This carbon dioxide gas evolved from above reactions, passes through the lime water. It turns into milky solution due to the formation of the fine particles of limestone. So this is the white milky solution CaCO3. Okay. Now we meet in the next session. Thank you.